Happy Saturday, folks, and welcome in on what is quickly turning into a very chilly, windy, blustery Saturday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Ross Mummah. Forget my name there for a second. But welcome in. I am in for meteorologist Lee Southwick here this evening. And we have got major developments kind of in just the weather conditions outside right now. We've got this Arctic blast of air rolling down in 41 degrees in Jacksonville right now, a real feel of 31. You look at the winds, west-northwest, 25 miles per hour. If you were out at all earlier today, it was not nearly this cold. At 1 o'clock, let me just double check here so I tell you exactly. At 1 o'clock, we were at 54 degrees at the Jacksonville International Airport. So in the span of just 3 hours, we have seen temperatures drop nearly 15 degrees and continuing to drop here throughout the rest of this afternoon. That coastal low that we had kind of along the northern Gulf yesterday, that swung over the first coast late last evening, moved offshore, is now moving up the eastern seaboard, and temperatures now are quickly dropping behind that front. So weather impact alerts in place pretty much from right now through the rest of this evening, all day Sunday, and then continuing into your Monday morning as well. And really what we want to hone in on is going to be the morning temperatures and impacts as a whole. Morning lows are going to be anywhere from really the mid-20s to the upper teens, especially across some of our more northern and inland locations. But the wind chills, really anywhere from the teens to the upper single digits. So, I mean, truly frigid, bitterly cold air and conditions coming to the first coast here really over about the next 12 to 16 hours. And then unfortunately, through most of the day tomorrow, I mean, afternoon temperature is going to be stuck in the low 40s, perhaps even the upper 30s for some areas, with wind chills pretty much in the 30s and perhaps even the upper 20s for nearly all of us all day long tomorrow. So record cold is on the way, and that's really what our first and largest headline is going to be here. The record cold, the frigid conditions. Unfortunately, widespread hard freezes are expected the next 2 mornings. So that includes your Sunday and your Monday morning, where we're going to have an extended period of time of anywhere from about, really more than 12 hours spent well below freezing. So for our folks who work in agriculture or who have, those sensitive plants or tropical plants, this could truly be kind of a devastating event with regards to that. I know we've had some freezes in the past, but this is probably going to be the longest duration of cold air during the overnight and morning hours that we have seen here so far this winter season. So we're going to really get into the cold, the impacts, kind of just break it down hour by hour for you. We'll talk a little bit of some snow chances, both here on the first coast and also down south. I know, hard to believe we could talk south snow chances, but we'll talk about it. And then kind of a look ahead to next week. Yes, we will have a bit of a warm up. We'll have some rain chances on the way as well. So let's get into it right now. This is what satellite and radar is currently showing. And you might be thinking like, oh my God, look how much snow is making its way through Waycross. It's headed towards I-95. Mom, I got to put on my snow bibs. We got to run outside, get the sled, actually get the surfboard, I guess, in this case. We got to get out there. I wish that were the case for all you snow lovers, but radar can sometimes be a bit deceiving at times. Now, this is being picked up on, I believe, the Valdosta radar, though it may have, I guess it looks like it just switched over to the Jacksonville radar. So you're looking up anywhere from about 10 to 30,000 feet into the actual cloud deck and into the atmosphere. So there is snow falling across inland southeastern Georgia and also across Columbia County. As I pan it down a little bit further there, you see Columbia County just east of Lake City and into Baker County. There is some snow falling, but if we go back here to Waycross, looks like on radar that there is snow. You look at a live camera up there, not necessarily the same story. A lot of clouds for sure, but you can't really necessarily see the snow falling. Why is that? Well, dew points are super, super low. And we talked about this as being a possibility all week long. Lewis and I, Chief Meteorologist Lewis Turner and I, we've been in here talking about how much moisture was still going to be left with this kind of wave of light rain showers and or snow showers, how much of that could actually stick around to make it the whole way to the surface, because we're going to have super, super dry air in place. You look in Jacksonville, I mean, dew points in the 20s, dew points in the teens in Waycross. So most of what you're seeing on radar is snow and or rain falling through the first, let's say, 10 to 15,000 feet in the atmosphere. But as it's approaching the surface, it's hitting that drier air, and it's actually evaporating before it actually hits the surface. So because of that, although it might look like we have a winter wonderland on radar, unfortunately, you might just see 1 or 2 flakes actually make their way to the ground. So certainly if you live up in southeastern Georgia, or you live in Columbia or Baker County, even Lake Butler and Union County, I mean, head out there. See if you can catch a few flakes. I've been trying to look at some of our different cameras out there to see if I could see any on the cameras. Of course, these are going to be real fine flakes. They're not going to be big wet ones or anything like that. These big, large snowflakes that clump together. This is going to be a real fine, tiny snowflake that falls if it does. But like I mentioned, with the dry air that we have, it's going to be few and far between who actually is able to see those flakes fall. Let me pop back over here quick. I'm working off my computer today. Typically, Lou and I will just kind of click through it, but let's pop over to Brunswick on a camera, and I'll see if we can get a look. So stand by. See if I can get a look. So this is on Highway 82. If I pull it up here. Let me get back over. So this is just west of Brunswick. You can see, on radar, there are some showers falling in Brunswick. Doesn't really look like it off there. So most of it is just gray sky. So, of course, the snow flurries is the fun part, but doesn't really seem to be amounting to much here today. So we'll continue to kind of just check back in on some of the snow flurries and showers and things of that nature here through the rest of this evening. But that is why there is a winter weather advisory in place for Brantley, Pierce, Camden, and Glenn counties from now until 1 a.m. That is due to the chance for maybe just some snow flurries, some light rain showers falling out there. The bigger story outside of, the snow, that's always, of course, fun to talk about, but really the most impactful thing is going to be the cold, and it's going to be the winds. We've got an extreme cold warning in place for everyone across the First Coast that will go into effect at 9 p.m. tonight and will run until 10 a.m. Sunday morning. Now, we have not seen one of these in over a decade. It dates all the way back to 2014, the last time we got what used to be called a wind chill warning. The National Weather Service just recently changed their verbiage on it, so now it's called an extreme cold warning rather than a wind chill warning. But nonetheless, it's been 12 years since we've actually seen air this cold, or really just conditions this frigid and blustery on the First Coast. 24-hour temperature change. I mean, we're 23 degrees colder right now than where we were at this time yesterday. But like I mentioned at the top of the show here, temperatures have already fallen about 15 degrees just within the last 3 hours, and they're going to continue to go down. I mean, Waycross earlier today, they did hit, I believe, the mid to upper 40s already at 35. You got 38 in Brunswick, whereas areas to the south, St. Augustine, still at a balmy 52. Palm Coast at 57 there, but temperatures will quickly drop for everyone else across St. John's and Putnam and Flagler counties here through the rest of the night. Check out that wind chill in Waycross. 24 already. A real feel of 31 in Jacksonville. So, not necessarily feeling like the nice Saturday night. For all you husbands out there, it might be your evening to cook. Don't think your sweetheart's going to want to head out into the cold and the wind, especially because her hair is going to be blowing all over the place, and you do not want to deal with that. Even if it's a 30-second walk from the car to the restaurant, if her hair gets messed up that she spent 30 to 45 minutes working on, dinner's not going to go well. So might just be your night to stay in and cook, because sustained winds upwards of about 20 to 25 miles per hour. Wind gusts for most of us really anywhere from about 30 to 40 miles per hour. But check out Gainesville. This is just in. Current wind gust of 54 miles per hour. I mean, that's just below what is typically seen in a severe thunderstorm warning. Typically, you can get wind gusts upwards of about 60 miles per hour in a low-end severe thunderstorm warning. So Kind of crazy with just how strong these winds are getting. We do have a wind advisory in place as well. That's in effect from right now until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. As I mentioned, sustained winds 20 to 30, wind gusts 40 to 50, and clearly that 54 mile per hour gust has already verified in Gainesville here today. We're going to take a quick break because I am a minute over when we should have. Just getting too locked into it. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take you through the rest of tonight and into your Sunday tomorrow. We'll talk about the record cold on the way here to the First Coast in just a little bit. Welcome back in, everybody. We're taking a live look out at an area on I-95 just south of Dock Junction in Glenn County, looking to see, are there any flakes in the air flying? That's the live look. It's kind of hard to tell. This is a G-Dot camera, of course. You look at the satellite and radar, it looks like there is snow falling, but that air just too dry at the surface. So most of this, unfortunately for you snow lovers, is evaporating before it hits the surface. We'll continue to check back in on the satellite and radar just to see, how far some of these snow showers are at least progressing aloft within the atmosphere. Perhaps not so much for all of us here at the surface. But this is kind of what the rest of this evening is going to be looking like. So we'll watch some of these showers through about 6 to 7 p.m. this evening, after which most of those will begin to clear out. Perhaps a few remainder snow showers try to clip northern Glenn and Brantley counties late this evening, 8, 9, 10 p.m. But as I've stated, with the dry air, might be few and far between to actually be able to see any of that. Otherwise, though, the other big part of this, as I'm sure you've seen, is those temperatures dropping. I mean, by 11 p.m. tonight, pretty much everyone across the First Coast will be below freezing. And as skies clear and those strong northwest winds continue, temperatures will just go down and down and down and down into the 20s. The best place to see snow today would have been kind of up between Columbia, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, Charlotte, Raleigh. A much better chance to see several inches of snow for those folks. Not so much here on the First Coast, but even Tampa perhaps could see a little bit of some snow flurries and what is really sea effect snow that's often seen in the Bay of Japan, or really almost like lake effect snow, essentially. So this is the futurecast down near Sarasota and Tampa and Clearwater, primarily rain showers. Let's see if this model picks up on any. Not too much here, just maybe one or two. So essentially, you've got really, really cold, dry air traversing over relatively warm ocean waters. You need a temperature difference between the cold air and the water temperature to be about 20 to 23 degrees. That is in place. So that kind of creates this instability. The air or the water essentially is evaporated right up into that cold, dry air and can sometimes produce enough moisture to produce snow showers or snow flurries. We'll see if that comes to fruition. Of course, we have our sister station WTSP down in Tampa. We'll check in with them, kind of later on this evening, and we'll share it on the newscast if anything comes of that. But it might be hard for a lot of folks here in Florida to see any snow simply because of just how truly polar and Arctic the air is. It's just a bit too dry, unfortunately, for most of us out there who want to see a few flakes out there. Otherwise, as I've mentioned, temperatures continuing to drop. 46 degrees. We're at 46. Maybe 15 to 20 minutes ago. We're already down into the low 40s. So temperatures continuing to tumble. Mid to lower 20s when you first wake up tomorrow morning. Some locations, especially inland, up towards Waycross, Hunta, Blackshear, could even reach the upper 20s early tomorrow morning. But you factor in, or the upper teens, I should say, excuse me. But you factor in that wind, we could have gusts overnight, 30 to 40 miles per hour by tomorrow morning. Still, gusts upwards of about 25 to 30. Wind chills will be in the lower teens and the single digits. Yes, the single digits tomorrow morning. So, blustery conditions, you need to have as many layers as you can on your person when you wake up tomorrow. When you're taking the dog for a walk because, they got to head out and do their business, you want to make sure you're bundled up. For those smaller dogs, they need to be, bundled up and kept warm as well. And even as we progress through the afternoon, even by 3 p.m., temperatures may be in the 40s, but with a wind of 15 to 20 miles per hour, wind chills are still in the 30s and perhaps sub-freezing through what should be the warmest part of the day. So you head out to the Donna Marathon. You yourself need, if you're a spectator, certainly have as many clothes on as possible. I recommend hand warmers. Not only put the hand warmers inside your gloves, but also put them down in the boots or the shoes, kind of down by your toes. I feel like, at least for me, the fingers and the toes, those extremities are the first thing that get quite cold out there. Face coverings, beanies or knit hats, whatever you want to call them, toboggans, I know some people call them, to cover the ears as well. Just kind of limit any sort of skin exposure that you can. Northwest wind there, about 28 miles per hour. Wind chills pretty much right around 10 degrees when the marathon kicks off there at 7:30. And even by the time a lot of the runners are wrapping up by the afternoon, temperatures are still going to likely be in the upper 30s out there. Wind chills still in the 20s. So might be, I don't know this for a fact, but it might be one of the coldest Donna Marathons ever on record here in Jacksonville. I know Chief Meteorologist Lewis Turner, he's going to be in studio here tomorrow morning, but meteorologist Mike Prangley, he will be live out at the Donna Marathon, and he's an avid runner, so he will have some great insight into what these conditions are like for the actual runners. That cold, dry air being inhaled into the lungs, kind of what does that do to the respiratory, effects of a runner, the muscles, how do, the runners fare in conditions just this cold and windy. Again, for you spectators and for anyone working the race tomorrow, I can't stress enough. Just wear as many layers of clothes as you can and hand warmers, and try to, maybe find a spot to warm up in if any of those local businesses do happen to be open tomorrow. As the day wears on, as I mentioned, beaches will probably be stuck in the upper 30s tomorrow afternoon, perhaps reaching the low 40s. I don't think anyone warms up more than about 45 or 46 degrees tomorrow. And pretty much all of us have wind chill stuck in the 30s for the entirety of the day. So, if we do only hit a high of 43, that would tie the record for the coldest high ever for February 1st in Jacksonville. And that morning low of 21 would certainly be the coldest February 1st temperature ever on record here in Jacksonville. So the only bright side to tomorrow, it will be sunny. So it might look gorgeous out there, but it is just going to be bitterly, bitterly cold. The good news, outside of the sun is that we do have some hope on the horizon. We will warm up by the end of the week. We'll talk more about the forecast here tomorrow with regards to the winds, and then also take a peek ahead to the rest of the week here coming up after another quick. Okay. Well, keep a hold of your hats and keep a hold of your wigs out there. It's really the rest of tonight, but especially through tomorrow as well. As I've kind of touched on, I mean, we've already seen wind gusts verified in Gainesville of about 54 degrees, or 54 miles per hour, I should say. That will continue kind of through the rest of the overnight period and even into tomorrow. Now, the winds will gradually back off a little bit. We're not going to have gusts upwards of 30 to 40 tomorrow per se, but sustained still anywhere from about 10 to 20 miles per hour through the rest of your Sunday. Winds really not backing off until early Monday morning. But we are going to have clear skies and lighter winds. Because of that, temperatures will drop back down Monday morning into the mid to low 20s there yet again. So another widespread hard freeze Monday morning, and similar or in comparison to what tomorrow has in store for many of us. As I mentioned, the winds will begin to back off and temperatures then finally begin to rebound a little bit. So we're stuck in the 40s tomorrow, wind chills in the 30s all afternoon long for your Sunday. By Monday, highs will reach the low to mid 50s. Tuesday, although we'll have an inland freeze for some of our spots there early in the morning. We got a low of 29 for Jax by the afternoon, finally beginning to thaw out a little bit. Mostly sunny skies, temperatures there in the low to mid 60s. And then we really just continue to climb the ladder through the rest of the week for the most part. I mean, by Wednesday, you're thinking, oh my gosh, is an early spring coming? We're back up to near 70, perhaps breaking out that pair of shorts that I've tossed into the back of the closet for the last 6 days. Yeah, you could probably break them out on Wednesday. Now, what we will be watching for on Wednesday is going to be another front. You'll notice that temperature drop from Wednesday to Thursday from the 70s into the mid 50s. That will be the next front that we have on our way, bringing a shower and rain chance with it. So Monday and Tuesday, lots of high pressure over us. That's what's bringing us the sunshine and the dry skies.
There's an evacuation in Putnam County for a wildfire.
Okay. So my producer just came in and said there is an evacuation in Putnam County for a large brush fire in Interlochen. Let me come back up here to the radar. And we're going to zoom in to Interlochen here to see, because typically you can get a good sense of how big the fire is from the smoke. So let's zoom in here. If I zoom in the right area. Now, the one issue about this might be the winds are so strong, it might have difficult showing up on radar. But this is what the Putnam County Sheriff's Office has, folks. So there is a large brush fire off of what it looks to be Kuka Road. We are starting evacuations from Munich Avenue to Madrid Avenue and Brussels Avenue. Roads closed from Madrid Avenue and Kuka South past Lake Como Circle. Heavy smoke in parts of the area have zero visibility. Please note, with winds, this can move very quickly. And as we've touched on, we have had wind gusts upwards of about 50 to 45 miles per hour down around this portion of Putnam County. So please stay out of the area and, of course, be patient with road closures. If asked to evacuate, please do so quickly and safely. Crews are working diligently to help get the fire under control. So I'm going to read off some of these roads again. Roads closed from Madrid Avenue and Kuka South. They're starting evacuations from Munich Avenue to Madrid Avenue and Brussels Avenue. And again, this is for a large brush fire reported in the Interlaken area with some of those wind gusts. I'm going to put this back up here. Look at the wind gusts. See if I can find a camera down around that area quick. We got to go here in about 30 seconds, folks. We still have a hard out at 27. Okay. Well, there, I mean, at least you get a good idea. I mean, wind gusts upwards of about 30 to 40 miles per hour there in the Interlaken area, perhaps close to 50, especially there for Western Putnam County. So we're going to get some more information on this. And of course, we'll update you on First Coast News at 6 and 6:30 here later tonight. Take care, folks.